Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in National Park Girl Singular, who technically is not really a National Park girl because girl.
Yeah,
anyway, I don't know.
Where Older Bro tried to play this with controller again.
Look, I mean, it's possible to play with controller, it's just the controls are weird. Because, like, some of the triggers launch weird menus that I have no idea how to stop. So, that's why I don't use the controller for this game. Anyways.
This is why.
Frost has settled around the edges of the window because we started this in fall and it's now winter.
And also,
it has taken
DC universe.
It has taken 3 years to get through this dialogue. A touch of fog strokes the glass.
Do you have him CPR?
I was gonna say the window's turned on. Looking into the darkness beyond is like staring into the black of a pupil. That is, first off,
what?
That's fucking weird because your pupils are blue.
Yeah. What? In this universe, I don't think you have black pupils.
You are animu as fuck. Your pupils aren't black.
Whatever.
Warmth and comfort flicker in my chest. No, they don't. You are cold as ice. She's as cold as ice. There's no need to sacrifice your love.
No, she's not. She's
for these national parks.
But she is warm. There's a fireplace.
She's warm physically and emotionally. She's frigid as hell.
It's crackling. It's
yes, and inside her, the only thing she has love for is this dog she's not supposed to love.
What's love got to do with it?
What's love except this dog that's sleeping on my cushion?
It's a coyote.
Whatever. It's a dog.
Type of dog.
Yes. Look, dog, like foxes are. What is the actual? It's. I know carnivore is the class. What is the like family called for specific or genus for foxes and wolves and dogs?
I think it's canine or it's either canine or
So apologies. I will update my terms to canid.
Yeah, canid or wild dog.
Yeah. So anyways, warmth and comfort flicker in my chest as I run my finger over the spines of every book. These turn me on so much.
Unfortunately, I didn't want to masturbate in front of that coyote, so I let it slide.
Accessing Yosemite. An atlas and guide. This...
Atlas? Oh no.
This... I will bring this back up later.
An atlas.
Best day hikes. Yosemite National Park. Corruption in the National Park System. Yosemite Mafia.
What?
Complete guide to Yosemite National Park. Why the fuck are 2 of the books about corruption in the National Park System? Oh, no, wait. That's just 1. Almost every book, brochure, and magazine here trails back to Yosemite. Other parks are the National Park Service itself. It's almost like you're in Yosemite right now.
Yeah.
Even the few pieces of fiction can't escape it. Novels like The Yosemite or Yosemite Thunder. It's almost like you're in Yosemite National Park, girl. Looking over the alphabetically ordered books. Wait, alphabetically?
It's rare that we see
You're not using the DDS system?
DD bullshit.
Or hell, even ISBN order? Come the fuck on. I start to notice gaps, missing volumes.
Now they're sorting by
space
author.
Between books. No, they're sorting by alphabet.
Alphabet.
You know how many of these books start with the letter Y? 90% of them, because the first word's Yosemite.
Only on days that
The kind you'd see at a library when something's checked out. Things only get more perplexing as I arrive at the bottom shelf. A giant cardboard box sits alone on the shelf, bursting with stacks of paper and folders. Bouncing at the very top is a pink folder with bright bubble letters drawn in crayon.
Did Bubble get in this cabin at some point? When did
No, Jesse got here.
Where's James?
Milwaukee Research.
Milwaukee.
Surrounding the letters are crudely drawn squirrels and toothy rabbits. Some are colored in with precise strokes, never straying an inch outside the lines. But others are so wildly scribbled in, and trail so far outside the lines, I'm pretty sure an 8-year-old coming off a sugar high could do better. No, I'm pretty sure it was an 8-year-old on sugar high, which...
Creed. It's the Creed.
As I reach down to grab it, a drawn-out squeak sings in the kitchen. The distinct sound of bending hinges sends my heart racing into my throat. That wasn't the cabin settling.
I've been said.
Dog bares his teeth, which wasn't voiced for some reason.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like, she looks worried, but
She's
not
scared.
not scared or even like,
What was that?
yeah, it's the kind of worry you have when like somebody falls down. It's like, oh no.
I had one too many drinks last night.
Yeah, like a low vibrating growl rumbles out of his tiny body. He sounds primal and large. Just like earlier, his ears point into the air. He stares at the corner, and I follow the direction of his snout. The closet. It's time to go back into the closet. Just skip away from it. The cupboard by the sink hangs open, still easing to a stop. The hardwood floor bends beneath my feet as I walk over. Suddenly, I lose traction. The floor is made of ice. My feet slide out from under me as I slip towards the counter. I yelp, my head almost colliding with the sharp corner of the counter.
Ooh, that would hurt.
I reach my hand out to grasp it. The edge scrapes across my palm. If I'd hit my head, the rest of this game would make a lot more sense.
That was a little too close.
Maybe you should unwax the floor.
I give Pup a stern look for some reason, but he's still fixed on the closet door.
Did you do this?
Oh, I see. For once, I hope the gross answer is the correct one, but looking ahead, a trail of water leads to the closet, and I start to think I'm not that lucky. Muffled clips of noise whisper from behind the door, heavy breathing, quick bursts of movement, and hushing. My mind flashes back to what Jesse said today. I get the gun. About this place. How past rangers thought it might be haunted. Now snap out of it, Eve. I slap my cheeks and push the idea into the far reaches of my head. Not away, just into the back. There's only one explanation for this. One of the campers from earlier snuck in here somehow and is trying to give me a good scare.
Or it could be another
That's
animal.
it, of course.
What did I tell you morons about sneaking around?
Get the gun. Annie, get your gun. Sorry, Eve, get your gun. I project my voice, trying to muster up the same bravado my high school gym teacher always seemed to have.
You're trespassing on federal property. That's
And
serious
before I
stuff.
knew it, I'm talking to myself.
Come out now and I won't slap cuffs on you.
I'm pretty sure they'd like that. The noise stops. I count the seconds in my head, but nothing steps out from the closet.
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm getting the gun. She still isn't getting the fucking gun.
There's a shotgun!
Girl, there is a trespasser on federal property that could be armed. Get your goddamn gun.
Why is this...
Step 1, get gun. Step 2, shoot on sight. No, wait.
Unfortunately, in horror shows, they don't get the gun first because they're idiots.
This game could become a horror game because of you. I stomp over to the door, making sure my steps are loud enough for whoever is on the other side to feel.
My neck snapped and
Twisting the
I'm on
knob,
my way to heaven.
I pull it halfway open. No, twisting the knob is something completely different.
Whoa, what the shit?
Two pale eyes blink at me, poking out from beneath a yellowing sheet. This is a horror game.
And all of a sudden, it's a horror game.
I slam the door shut. Oh, I didn't actually expect someone to be there. What do you mean you didn't expect someone to be in there? You heard breathing, heard words, or heard like sounds, and yelled out loud because you thought someone was in there. How could you not think someone was in there? I gasp as a bang rattles the closet door. Another bang, as loud as the gunshot. Of the gun I should have in my hands.
Of the gunshot,
yeah, as a gunshot. The door bends from its hinges. I should have got the gun. I stumble back. My foot slips on another puddle, but I brace my leg. Somehow I'm standing. There's an final explosive bang. The door swings against the wall. Every light in the cabin zaps off. Electricity surges down around me. I still am not armed. Sudden darkness forces a scream out of me. I slap my hand over my mouth and swallow back the terror. Damn, they know where I'm at now. I breathe.
They already knew where you were at.
Yeah, I breathe in quick panic bursts, then footsteps. And I'm dead.
What the shit?
And through the darkness, the form of a towering silhouette begins to take shape, looming in the doorway. This girl is very clearly dead. Pup's growl devolves into a series of vicious barks. I wouldn't call that devolving, I would call that evolving.
There was two of them in there.
I stand my ground, puffing out my chest and sticking back my shoulders. Ghost, intruder, bear. I don't think it's a bear. Given this shot, pretty sure it's not a bear. Whatever it is, it's all I can think to do.
What do you want?
I call out to the lingering shadow. The shape of its head tilts, as if asked something unexpected. It is so very clearly not a bear and gropable in my face right now that I should not have thought this was a bear.
You do not belong here.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was that? The audio quality's so bad that I swear this is a YouTube fan fiction reading. Could you speak a little bit clearer?
Into the mic, if but preferred.
A voice rings out in the darkness, gravelly and dry. Yeah, you don't say. But also light. Higher than I would expect a demonic presence to sound. It could be an angelic presence. Like, it doesn't have to be demonic.
I mean, it looks pretty fucking demonic.
Not that I believe it's a demonic presence or anything. Also, ghosts aren't demonic.
Not all ghosts.
This is my post. And according to my supervisor, I do.
Then I now pronounce you man and no,
Cabin.
wait. Girl and girl.
We do not concern ourselves with the laws of mortals.
Please just slap her. She just slapped her.
We?
A dim glow flickers from the closet. Dim! This thing is
Dim!
lighting up
Look
the
at
closet.
that
This literally
closet!
looks like if you look down in the shot, there'd be a fire to hell in the floor. Dim is bullshit. I know, all of this is... There's actually more than one scene here, but...
Whatever.
It's only one shot. A dim glow flickers from the closet, illuminating the figure in blood red. Water drips... Yeah, up till now the light's not supposed to be on. Water drips from their soaking hair.
Water.
Is that supposed to be soaking?
It don't look...
It doesn't even... It barely looks shiny. Whatever. Water drips from their soaking hair. Their bangs shadowing...
Wait, you can see
their
hair
eyes.
under that sheet?
No, this girl.
But it's clearly talking about more than one person.
Not yet.
From there.
No, they're using they genderless.
Oh.
So, they meaning we don't know if this is a male or female yet, even though it clearly has breasts. And is an elf.
I mean, elves can be male.
That's why I started with the has breasts. They stand unnaturally straight, as stiff and dangly as a corpse. That's not the point here. Colorful patterns weave around their leather clothes. Beads wrap around their neck. A girl? Thank you. At least you saw the breasts. The ghosts in the sheet hover past her. Sorry, guys, I'm focusing so much on this. Floating in the air. Hovers. Okay, I guess that...
Okay.
It doesn't look like she's hovering. It looks like she's on the ground.
Yeah.
A shiver tingles down my spine as it levitates several feet in front of me. This has to be a prank. I'm getting punked. Jesse and Ernie are in on it.
Leave us to our resting place.
There we go. That's better voice directing. Good, good.
So
now
I
read you the first
actually
line.
did.
What do you mean what do you mean this is live? Fuck!
Yeah, I'm pooped.
Wow. A high-pitched, energetic voice shouts out from the closet. The tall figure kicks back her leg. There's a yelp as the red light around her flickers for a moment and then reappears. Thunderous wind hammers against the cabin. Her shout reverberates through the wood. I consider making out with her just to see what would happen.
I don't do this, for I thought I'd get shanked.
But I like the idea that the girl just does something completely unexpected to just break the whole illusion. 'Cause that is the best way to do this. A moan howls from the sheet ghost, muffled by the fabric. It's spooky in the same way a child making ghost noises on Halloween is. It's better than if it was sexual in some way.
As much as I'd love to, believe me, I would. I can't do that. I'm already on thin ice.
It looks like she has no neck here. Like
her
her
shoulders are so fucking high.
Yeah, her shoulders are so hunched up, and her shirt is so hunched up.
I think it's just
that,
perspective.
Yeah, it looks like she has no neck. The tall figure stutters, and while I can't see her eyes, I can make out a deep frown.
Are you trying to reason with a vengeful spirit? Do you have any idea
Wait,
how
you're
ridiculous
vengeful?
that is?
You sound too cute to be vengeful.
Do you have any idea how ridiculous your request is?
That isn't my problem. Basic instinct prioritizes survival over
And all of a
income.
sudden she's not
You understand,
demonic anymore.
right? It's not complicated.
This is not rocket
Basic
science.
instincts get written over by basic training. The Besides, it's not about the money. You're not a very perceptive spirit, are you?
I'm not a spirit.
Yeah, there we go. God damn it!
I threw out my voice!
Yeah. God damn, I gotta take this take again. What do you mean it's live? Fuck you!
Wait, you breathe! You're
She
not
shouts
a
in her
spirit.
brooding, raspy voice, but it cracks apart, and she breaks into a fit of coughs.
Just shut up, okay? Shut up!
Damn it, girl,
No,
you didn't
I'm
get me
not.
enough water! The bravado in her voice is all but gone. The vengeful spirit is now merely a frustrated spirit. Let's be honest, she's not a spirit.
If you stay here, then whatever happens is going to be your own fault.
Okay.
The red light behind her flares up, tinting the walls with a blazing glow.
It's a red flashlight.
Pup Sparks return with killing intent. For some reason, he is not attacking them. The sheet ghost lunges at me through the air. I spin around, diving for the gun cabinet that I should have gone to as soon as this
possible.
started. Come on, Jesse, come on. Please tell me you forgot to lock it. I pull the handle and the door opens. My God, Jesse, somebody could walk in here, take the gun, and shoot her in her sleep. You are a bad supervisor. Yes, I knew I could always count on you, Jesse. Remind me to take you out to dinner if I don't die here. Oh, so you are into girls. The shotgun still leans against the back of the cabinet, undisturbed and untouched. I reach up and grab...
Just reach for it and stop describing
The metal
to me
crushes
about
my
the
chest as I
shotgun.
hoist it into position. I've been stabbed 37 times while I'm narrating this. Adrenaline pumps through me. I push down on the safety, wrap my finger around the trigger. Strands of hair stick to my face as I stare down the barrel. At my feet, the sheet ghost stares at me, now firmly on the ground, directly in my sights. My trigger finger shakes. I shake. The temperature of my blood plummets, and my body freezes with cold sobriety. I am literally encased in ice. This isn't what I wanted from this job. I never wanted to hurt people, to point guns at them, or punch them in the face. But, would you believe, this is a requirement. All I wanted was to protect. Yeah, but unfortunately, serving and protecting requires protecting people from people.
Yeah.
The fabric draped over the ghost stretches back. Pup dances around its feet, its tail wagging as he tugs away the sheet like it's a game of tug-of-war. The sheet falls to the ground, and I finally get to see what or who is attached to those wiry legs.
A cute logo.
Like a burglar caught in the act, she stands there, wide-eyed and trembling. Leaves rustle off her tiny, beige dress. But there's always seems to be more stuck to her. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Even her long, brushed-out hair has twigs and leaves shaped into a wreath, resting on top of her head. More interesting than that are the pair of wings protruding from her back, feathery and white, like an angel's in a painting.
So it's an
Like
angel
one of
and
those
a
paintings
demon.
on the wall. And a little one at that.
That wasn't voiced.
No, it was.
It was?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
I could scoop her up in both arms if I wanted to. I probably should.
What do you think you're doing?
Shadowy Ghost stomps across the floor banks, making a beeline directly for me. Panicked, I shift the gun to her, but she's already towering over me.
Not another step.
Her green eyes glare at me.
Oh,
In their
now they're
intense
green.
anger, they almost seem to glow as she grips her hand around the shotgun. I close my eyes and let my voice tumble into a shriek.
Get away!
I pull the trigger.
But it's not loaded.
Once, twice. So Jesse's an idiot, but wasn't stupid enough to leave the gun loaded in the cabinet. Nothing. That can't be right. My eyes snap open just in time to see her wrestle the gun from me.
I thought they taught you goons better than to go around and point these things at people.
She moves to remove the bullets in the chamber, except there are none.
And if you do, then make sure they're loaded. Did they hire you out of pity?
Again,
Oh,
Jesse's
shit.
not stupid enough to leave a loaded gun in the cabinet. I glance back to the cabinet. A small box of shells sits discarded in the corner.
Fuck you,
Of course.
Jesse.
I slump further onto my back. This is it. I'm dead. Probably what I deserve. I mean, just be happy you're not being raped. The little girl, paler than the sheet she was wearing, that is not true, looks up at the bigger ghost. Her eyes swell with tears.
You saw me?
That's cute.
Nani?
Sheet ghost. She lets out a timid squeak and dashes behind her bigger friend. She wraps herself around her legs. She's behind her, wraps herself around her
Well,
legs.
she's very short, and she's very tall, so makes sense.
Okay, that's
like-
fine, but in the image she's still floating. So, like,
It's weird.
yeah. Content to say only
and it's
half
going
minute
up
she
and down
sniffles.
slowly.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Do what?
to scare her, clearly.
Zion.
Hello, Zion. These are the National Park girls, by the way. She
Yeah,
brings
I
the little
figured.
one in closer and frowns.
I figured
watching
from you
small
sending
tears
me.
trickling down her cheeks. From far away, she looked like a creature from
When
a horror
a national park is born, an anime girl is born along with it.
movie. In all honesty, it wouldn't surprise me if the National Park Service literally tries to steal these as their official.
To rebrand.
No, not rebrand. Just literally, like, you gotta understand. In Japan,
Or official mascots.
in Japan, everything has mascots. Cities, towns, big
And we
companies,
start adopting
everything.
that.
Yeah. The hilarious thing is they couldn't even sue for that, because officially the government is just allowed to steal intellectual property whenever they fucking want, and they don't have to pay for it. So they could just steal these characters and say, no, these are the official mascots, fuck you.
Let's hope we're not giving the people ideas.
Fuck it, I don't care. I'll go. I would be more likely to go to Yosemite if this was on their sign. A natural blue hair with frosted white tips. In her hair,
Really?
her entire body drenched in that red glow. But after seeing her up close and watching the concern wash over her, she almost seems like a normal girl.
If it wasn't for the ears.
Almost.
Zion? Yosemite? Just who are you
Who
people?
are
This
you
is what
people?
happens when you stay up too late. You hallucinate. Go to bed.
Marty, I'm scared.
Her head twists back to me. My shoulders tense up, and I scoot back. But there's nowhere else to go because I'm against a
But,
wall.
Silence, mortal. We have haunted these grounds long before.
You're the one haunting me!
Ah, yes, I see that you have the Royal Canterlot syndrome.
Oh.
The red light from the closet fades away. The lamp surges back on with the rest of the power.
Damn it, the battery
We
died.
shall haunt them long after you've returned.
To the ground.
God damn it, the power is supposed to be out longer. She pauses. I blink at her. She blinks.
Yellowstone?
Yeah, boss?
Hello, Yellowstone. The closet answers back.
Wanna tell me why the lights are back on?
Well, because I flipped them back on, duh.
Why?
I can see that. But why?
I slowly reach for the
What's
gun.
with
One
this
chance to take
cabin?
it back. Maybe in the shells too. Girl, you are clearly fighting somebody who is not a normal person. I don't think a
you'll
gun
win.
is helpful here.
Because the jig's up. She's not buying it anymore.
A teenage girl spreads
Oh,
out.
she
the-
has a volcano on
It's a
her
caldera.
head.
This is where the joke, check out those calderas on
Uh,
Yosemite, comes from. Or Yellowstone, sorry. Check out the caldera.
What?
Check out the calderas on Yellowstone.
What the fuck?
Look,
Okay.
it's a breast joke, and also Yellowstone has a lot of calderas because that's her whole thing. Old Faithful.
I understand that part.
Then stop being upset, damn it! A teenage girl springs out of the closet. Her clothes are a colorful array of pastel, and her bright twin tails bounce up and down. I wonder if the ages of these girls are related to how old of national parks they are.
Maybe.
Unclear.
Like, the youngest is the newest national park.
I actually don't know that answer. Her bright twin tails bounce up and down. She'd be the most normal one out of them all, if not for one distracting detail. Sprouting from the top of her head, like a mountain erupting from the ground, is a giant cone. Flattened at the top and various shades of brown, it reminds me of a volcano from a child's science project.
Yeah.
Is it a costume? Is the hat? It looks like it blends right into her hair.
Yeah.
Honestly, her hair just kind of stops and becomes volcano.
See, she's already getting ready to flip your lid.
Why are you suddenly southern?
What?
Yellowstone's not from the south.
Maybe
or
'cause-
Italy. Yellowstone's from the west.
Maybe she got this from a southern person.
The bigger one glances back to me. In my confused gaze, I completely forgot about my hand hovering over the gun. You know what you could do? Beat them with the gun.
Yeah, they just used the gun as a weapon.
Rolling her eyes, she yanks it away and slides it to the other end of the room. She squats down. With a flat stare, she gives me a flick on the forehead. A dull pain ripples through my
I
skull.
know you're eager to take my home away from me again, but let me sort this out first. Okay, gunslinger?
I soothe my forehead while grinding my teeth into fine powder. Please don't do that.
That kind of hurts.
Oh, no. I am in pain hearing you say that.
No, not okay. How about you try doing that again?
I will wrestle you to the ground, girl. I am trained in martial arts. A slimy grin squirms across her face. I wouldn't call that quite slimy, but good enough. That's soft. And she raises her hand again, thumb and finger ready. I brace for the next flick, but before I can, Pup hops to my rescue and lunges at her ankle. She stumbles away in time, but Pup stands his ground in front of me, snarling.
Good boy.
What did I ever do to you? I give you belly rubs and everything.
Insufficient. She whines and Pup howls. I think I love this guy a little more with every passing minute.
Zion, sweetie, can you keep the fluff ball at bay for me?
This is... Why wouldn't you ask... This is your park! Like... The little girl...
She's not good with animals.
But it's her park!
Just go with it.
If she is literally the physical fucking embodiment of this park, how is she not good with her own damn animals?
It's from another park.
It's not! The little girl who has since retreated to the kitchen with her other friend gives a quick nod.
Okay.
With intense focus, she flaps her little wings and drifts across the room, patting her lap as she calls for Pup.
Hey, boy. Wanna play?
Yay! This girl simultaneously sounds exactly as young as she should, and also way too young. Or maybe way too old, I don't know. She sounds off, but also exactly correct. She puckers her lips to whistle, but only air comes out. When she realizes that won't work, she clicks her tongue. Digging into her hair, she untangles a twig and then waves it around for all to see.
Screw a new stick for you.
Fetch.
Please like it.
Pup's head snaps up. His snarl melts into a smiling panda as he dashes over, completely forgetting about his duty of protection.
This was a disaster.
You're a disaster. The tall girl pinches the bridge of her nose and sighs.
No
She barely
small
has a
thanks
nose.
to your lack of commitment.
She turns to the one in the kitchen whose head is bobbing back and forth to a silent
I was
melody.
tired.
I was tired. I wanted to go to bed.
She
It's
slumps
12
over the
in
couch
the
and
morning.
groans.
Oh, we've done this like a million times. It's the pit.
This park has only been here for like 80 years.
We do it because it works. That last guy rarely stepped foot in here after we gave him a good scare.
Yeah, what last guy?
So, they really did think it was haunted.
That's because it is. Now go away.
Yeah, we're haunting it. Go away.
She's different. Dollface over there put up a fight.
Why are you
Wait.
Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
Sorry, not even just like. Sorry, when I said Italian, I should have said New York accent. Why you New Yorker?
How has no one tried to stand up against a ghost yet?
Dollface, I'd be annoyed if this weren't so confusing.
I don't like her.
Oh,
You don't like nobody.
Again, this is okay. First off, again, this is Yellowstone.
Yep.
Yellowstone is in Wyoming. Why is she a New Yorker?
Yeah. Well, I could see her being southern, but
It's one of our most northern states. You can't go any further north, like
There's
without
not really
going to Alaska.
there's not really a northern accent. Like,
Our accent is closer to a northern accent, but it still shouldn't be New York.
She's Snoopy.
no, she's not.
She
She's
gives
clearly
me a
person.
suspicious eye. The feeling is mutual. Conehead grabs the tea kettle from the stove and skips over to us.
That's kind of why I like her.
She flips open the kettle's lid and holds it up to her tall friend. The tall one wrings out her hair like a wet rag. Water, more than any sponge could retain, flows into the kettle. When she stops, the water is near its top, and her hair is bone dry. Her hair changed literally not
What?
at all.
What the hell?
Yeah, I believe Yosemite is a often wet park.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, even if it's incorrect.
Fumes begin to wisp out of the opening of the top of Conehead. A red glow cackles beneath it. Seriously, what the hell? Delicately, she balances the kettle on top of her head.
Lemongrass again?
Please, and don't sneak sugar in it this time.
Too late.
So you can just put the sugar in post. Whatever. Steam begins to rise from the spout of the kettle, followed by a simmering whistle. Wait, does she just add the plant in the? I know you guys are magic, but still, what? The whistling gets louder and the arguing drags on. Pup barks as he rushes across the room to fetch the stick. The steam grows thicker. And the noise builds and builds and builds. And I feel my blood boiling in my veins. I was joking about how Tolkien levels this is, but it really does feel like that.
It does.
Any fear I had has been suppressed by the intense need for some peace and goddamn quiet. For some clarification. For something to actually make sense for once. I climbed my feet and drawn as much air as my lungs can take.
Will somebody give me some answers?
Oh.
The chatter fizzles out. There wasn't talking. The winged girl shrinks back, hugging Pup close to her chest. The kettle sounds like a train whistle. All eyes are on me. Finally.
Now,
People are giving a shit about me.
One of you tell me who exactly you people are. I've never heard of a ghost that can touch people. Or one having wings? Whatever that thing on your head is. Are they costumes? What is your deal?
How the fuck do you think
They're
a fucking
costumes.
volcano would work on her head? The leader of the three scoffs and then turns away with folded arms.
Oh, is that all you wanted to know? I could tell you that much.
Hey, don't tell her our secrets.
Too late.
Shut the fuck up.
Cool ya jets. I'm just gonna tell her who we are. But first, I want to know who she is.
She looks up at me with a big, expectant grin. The other two stare, awaiting an answer to spring from the stiff silence.
My name is Eve. I'm a...
Yes, Ranger.
I work here.
Satisfied with my non-answer, she gives an affirming nod, the kettle bouncing on her head.
Howdy-o, Eve. Nice to meet ya. In case you didn't catch it, I'm Yellowstone.
You're also flooded right now.
Hey, boo-boo!
No, we do not need to... The game can make its own Yogi Bear references.
I want my kettle!
She points to the wall with the paintings.
This oith angel is Zion. She's a cutie pie, and I love her lots.
Okay. Zion's pale cheeks turn red as she gives a little wave.
Love you lots, too. And then there's Yosemite. She's like our big sister. I love her lots, too, even when she's being a crab.
Sorry, I thought you said she had crabs. And I was like, wait a minute.
People.
Yosemite says nothing. I glance at the paintings and pair each one with a girl.
So, are you each named after a park? Are they nicknames?
No, girl.
No,
Come on now.
No.
There's literally a fucking volcano on my head.
No,
She points to herself.
I'm Yellowstone.
Yes, Pokemon. Yellowstone. Yellow Yellowstone. She backs away and rushes over to Zion, hugging her from behind.
This is Zion.
Runs back to Yosemite and smacks her head. I can feel the loud slap as Yosemite nearly leaps out of her skin.
And this is Yosemite.
Somehow the kettle stays balanced on top of Yellowstone's head through all this, probably by magic.
Really good.
I try putting
Balancing.
2 and 2 together, but I keep ending up with 5.
So, what are you saying? You are the parks?
If
Ding,
they
ding,
say
ding,
we
ding,
are
ding.
the national park girls, I'm leaving.
But
Her face scrunches in thought. The steam evaporating
that's a moment for roll credits.
No, the steam evaporating seems like it could be coming from her brain itself. She looks to Yosemite for answers. Yosemite nods.
Sure, that works.
Alright, I'm radioing my supervisor.
They won't believe you.
But why?
Told you no one would understand.
To be fair, you've been scaring everyone off. They aren't given a chance to understand.
I don't know how you're pulling off these magic tricks, but trouble is trouble. And you three are definitely that.
You are also trouble, girl, so maybe
Yeah.
don't talk. Okay, guys. I think we're gonna stop here and come back next time.
Yeah, we gotta get to stream.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode. We will come back next time with even more of these 3 characters, and also Eve. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then!
See ya, boo boo!